All right, so this is an age-long debate. So I ought to just put my take on it. I mean, there are panels from as early as 1991 at AnimeCon where people are discussing sub versus dub. This has been the great debate for decades. People are just arguing about subs and dubs. It's not about sub or dub. It's whatever is just done well. But you have to understand that there is something very important about subs that dubs can never do. Now, if you're watching the sub, the voice acting is directed by the original director. That is the way it was meant to be. The dub is just an interpretation. It's like watching a cover band. But dubs can be good when people put passion into it and time and effort. Take, for example, Cowboy Bebop, Fooly Cooly, some of the Studio Ghibli films like Kiki's Delivery Service, Lapida. There are dubs that can be very, very, very good. But there are also dubs that can be terrifically horrifying. But when it comes to me, I always watch the sub first because I want to see the way the anime was originally intended to be presented. Afterwards, I'll watch the dub. Sometimes it goes the opposite way because growing up as a kid on Adult Swim, I was introduced to Cowboy Bebop, the dub first. I've yet to finish the sub because I will do a video on Cowboy Bebop. That's going to be a long one because I have a lot to say about that one. But the dub was actually done very well, particularly because of Spike's voice actor. It was just, without him, I don't think it would have, I don't know what would have happened. But I would recommend watching subs first so you can see the way the anime was intended to be seen. And after that, you can watch the dub. Because nowadays, you have access to anything. You don't have an excuse to say, I could only watch the dub. Now, before maybe. And even then you still could, but yeah, yeah, that's just what it is. The sub is the intended way the anime should be viewed, and you should watch the sub first so you get the original package. And the dub is just an interpretation or a copy in a different language. But it's sometimes they don't try. A dub can only be worse. It can't be better. That's what I think. Even dubs like Kodocha Child's Toy, that one had a very, very good dub. It had a very, very strong dub. It might have even become the pinnacle of what a good dub could be. But the entire 50 episode second season was not dubbed. That's a shame. Now Dragon Ball, that's another one that has a very, very good dub. Now it has several dubs, but that's another one of those animes that people really, really love the dubs. Like Goku's voice is iconic. Future Trunks, Krillin, Piccolo, even Yamcha, like Bulma, Vegeta. Those are all iconic voices. And so dubs can be good. You just have to know how to appreciate what the sub is and then understand what the dub is. You can appreciate both. It's not one over the other, but there are times when the dubs don't try, and that's what gives dubs a bad name. Even then, some subs can be bad because they have very poor. Okay, so some animes try to have English voice acting in them, but they don't. But they try to have people that don't know English speak English in it. And that could be its own problem. I think it was the Psycho-Pass movie. I think that one had some very broken English in the sub. But yeah, so that's what I think. When you look at a dub, it's like a cover band covering the original song, but it can be good. They can be good covers. So watch both. Watch both. And one of the things I like about dubs are the outtakes because a lot of it is done on purpose. Take for example Text on Lies. They have one of the most hilarious dub outtakes. They're basically just playing around with the voice acting and the dub in the story. It's hilarious. So both are good. Stop with the one over the other. Try to understand both. Oh, and the reason why I picked this background is because my next video will be on this one, Wata no Kunihoshi, the anime that started the whole cat girl thing. But I have a script for it, so I kind of want to be more prepared for this one.